but the wingers come in, and it's Minnesota that controls the puck. Jackson Lacombe trying to push it down low, and what a chance for Johansson.
Is right off the bat in this game. Lacombe, little flip off the boards, and Boldy just kicks it right out to the front, and that was a
chased around the boards by Marco Rossi. He feeds it to the point. Long shot from Faber, tipped and off the goal post.
Johansson.
Gudas quickly across. Lacombe, stutter step move, goes wide, now in behind the net, tries to wrap it around. Gustafsson leaves it laying on top of the blue, and he'll lunge to cover.
Bit of space for himself. There's the stutter step. Now he goes for the wraparound. Troy Terry's on the far post.
The Wild recently went to Pittsburgh as Dostal fights one off the shoulder. And that was expected to be his last trip to Pittsburgh. As this one gets through from Middleton, and it gets off behind Dostal. Minnesota strikes first.
But this was a puck that was knocked back into the middle of the ice, and Middleton was there to scoop it up with all kinds of traffic. I'm not sure how that puck got back. We'll be able to see it here, but scramble around. Nobody can cover it. And then it's fished out. Oh, you know what? It was a real nice play by Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek just kicked it back, and look at that shot by Middleton. That's a good sign. When Anaheim starts recovering pucks on dump-ins, that's a very good thing.
Here's a 2-on-1 as Foligno busts in. It's Middleton with him, and Foligno scores. He used Middleton as a decoy. 2-0 Wild.
This is a tough one. 2-on-1, and it's a 5-hole goal with a quick little shot from Foligno. He's not a guy that's going to score a lot of goals. He's pretty much a 10-12 goal scorer on average his career, but he zips this one, and it goes right through the 5-hole. Happens sometimes, and Lucas Dostal's just got to shake that off. You can see perfectly placed shot over the height.
And they dump it right back into the Minnesota zone. Middleton wheels it away. Faber's pass through the middle is broken up, and right down the slot. Big save by Gustafsson. The Wild just weaving through the Anaheim zone, and Eriksson Ek gets a shot in close. Dostal with a good stop. Again, Minnesota recovers possession as they get the sixth attacker on. Holds long enough for Gaudreau to drop it off. Off the bench comes Boldy to join the play. Kaprizov hands it off out high to Zuccarello. Kaprizov, right circle, scores! Wow. Man, did he get that off in a hurry. It's 3-0 Minnesota.
Oh, what a shot. I mean, this release on this shot. You talk about a pure goal scorer. Watch this. He's too wide open, though. There's too much space. It's Kirill Kaprizov. Someone's got to be on his hip. There's a lot of movement from the Wild, and the Ducks kind of lose Kaprizov. You see Mintyukov was slow to get over to pressure the shot, but what a shot that was.
8th of the season for Zellweger, looking for a shooting lane, gets it back, wires a one-timer, rebound off of Gustafsson, stuffed back underneath him by Jonas Brodin.
Yeah, that was a good. The question I always have is there enough traffic in front of the net? You can see that traffic was off to the side. They're not in the eyes.
And Killorn starts back. Backhand pass into the middle. Tip. Here's Zegras. He's in on a break. And he's caught from behind. A penalty coming up to Minnesota. This is going to go against Foligno, who hooked him. Extra attacker over the boards for the Ducks, who have full control now in the Minnesota zone. Out high with it is Dumoulin. Now dropping out to help out is Terry. His shot deflects and goes out of play off of Gaudreau.
Backside.
They are going to call this a penalty shot,
wow.
Brian. I was wondering. And he'll go mano-a-mano with Philip Gustafsson. Fans on their feet at Honda Center as Zegras approaches off of right wing. Slows down. And his backhander missed.
To the net. And Zegras is just going to airmail this backhand over top of the crossbar. He had space. Gustafsson plays it magnificently. See, when a player's moving in that slow, you can't be at the top of the goal crease because he can go around you.
The other was Kaprizov, who had 38 goals in his last 48. Oh, Gustafsson with a series of big saves as Terry's shot produced a rebound, and then a kick save on that one. Vakanainen tries to snap it quickly and misses the mark. Terry with it again, and a one-time shot from Vatrano ends up staying in the barn off the glass and pitched out of the zone and out center ice by Boldy.
The best shift of the game for the Ducks. They recovered pucks. They continue to put pressure on Gustafsson, and that was his best sequence. He made some great stops.
Terry out of the corner now for Petrano in the slot off the glove of Gustafsson.
The best shift from the Wild, perhaps in this period.
Brought back in by Zuccarello, finds the trailer. That's off a mask of Dostal coming late. And Boldy, whose stick is stuck in the dasher board in that Zamboni corner. Meantime, ducks the other way. Ross Johnston on the redirect, turned away. Great save by Gustafsson. Leave no goals as yet.
What a stop. Johnson on the doorstep, and Gustafsson with that.
Chisholm puts it down low. Goudreau got it in front. Great blocker, saved by Dostal, putting it out of play off the stick of Foligno. To cash in.
No, what's his stop here? Marcus Foligno is wide open, and that's off the shaft of the goal stick of Dostal.
Gustafsson, fifth-year man out of Sweden, came over for Cam Talbot from the Ottawa Senators. There's Carlson denied by Gustafsson. And it'll come around the boards and out, and look out, this foot race. And Trennan gets inside on Vakanainen, and a save made by Dostal. Wow.
Good stop. You won't have that excuse that it's just something that you can't play without affecting it, your performance.
Chances are it'll be grandfathered in when
it's surgeries on both his hip and back during the offseason. And those back surgeries sometimes take players a long time.
Robbie Fabry busts in and scores his 100th National Hockey League goal.
Oh, good for Robbie Fabry. You know, the Ducks were changing, so Fabry was all by himself when he picks up this puck in the neutral zone, right path to the net once he gets this puck. Watch this. Improves his shooting angle and just whips it. I think that goes between the arm and the body. If Gustafsson will get a good look at it here. Yes, it does.
There's Johansson trying to steer it ahead. Boldy comes up with it, cuts his way to the front of the net. A right pad save made by Dostal. Knocked off his stick, but a diving effort to poke it ahead at center. And here comes Kaprizov. All the way to the left corner and behind the net. Nice pass, and Rossi turned away by Dostal.
He made something out of nothing with that rush.
Wild still possessed. Shot redirected by Hartman, but blocked in front. Johnston trying to skate away with it, but Rossi knocks it off his stick. Ross uses his body to shield the puck, and now Lacombe hits the brakes, throws it off the back of his own net, and they score.
That's just another bad turnover.
He gets the goal. It's 4-1.
Lacombe just throws it off the side of the net, and then it's a pass and a wide open net. And nothing that Dostal can do about that. Again, it's just execution, lack of concentration, and it ends up costing the Ducks the fourth goal of this game.
Kaprizov will draw the loan as fourth-year man out of Boston College. Out there along with Joel Eriksson Ek as they win the draw. Kaprizov got it in front, and Eriksson Ek robbed by Dostal. And he's picked up a couple of points tonight, both even strength. Faber as they work it around the perimeter. Floats it towards the net. It's off of Dostal. Rossi digging, and they convert the rebound. I believe it was Kaprizov.
No, it was tipped on the way to the goal. Just a little wrist shot from Faber at the top of the power play. Simple play, but you have people in front of the net for the goaltender. Watch this shot. Just a little wrist shot. Look at Rossi. Gets a touch on that puck. Now the rebound is there, and I think you're right. We'll get a look at it here and see who pokes that in. It is Kaprizov who jams it in over the line.
Middleton throws it away right into the slot. Dumoulin, big rebound off of Gustafsson all the way to the boards. Vakanainen keeps it alive. Mitnyakov tries again, and that went off the Minnesota netminder. Into the equipment of Terry. Gudas just missed off the end boards. McTavish tried to bank it in off of Gustafsson. Brushed back to the line. Vakanainen across. Gudas got a tip. Score! Off the stick of McTavish. And the Ducks get a consolation prize.
Well, this is a nifty little tip, actually. Hits the top of the stick of McTavish. And simple play. Gudas just kind of wrists it in front. You know what? It hits the stick and then hits his own leg. Watch this. Here's the tip. Going to hit himself. And then pop right up over the shoulder of the goaltender.
They were victorious last night in San Jose as the horn sounds. And now tempers flare at center ice. Ross Johnston has a hold of someone. I can't tell who that is.